that's what, and a good curling iron. Invest in a great curling iron. Yeah, that's what I would say.
There you go. Hot from the Teen Wolf set. Hair products.
Danielle is our next person coming in.
Hi,
Danielle! How are you? I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Are you excited about tonight's episode?
I'm so excited, yeah.
You know, we
All right, my question.
some people are boycotting our episode.
Why?
Have you heard that?
No, why?
It's a...
No.
Yes, apparently. But I
How
think
big is the
it's like
boycott?
6 people. I think it's 6 people, but it was a whole public thing. We're like,
I want those 6 people. I need to talk to them.
yeah, no, they won't. They'll watch it eventually.
Are you serious?
Also, we have the first Teen
I didn't
Wolf.
know about this.
Oh,
I told about this.
you did?
I did.
What is it?
Viewer discretion
Viewer
advised.
discretion advised. Banner before the episode.
Sublime, here we come.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Because it's so scary.
Yep.
Sorry, we
I'm sure
interrupted
the
your
guy-
question.
My question was, if you could have any animal at all, like a wild animal, as a pet, which pet would you want?
Oh, mine's such a stupid go-to answer.
No.
I love capuchin monkeys.
Oh.
I have an obsession with Crystal from The Hangover. I was her for Halloween 2 years ago. I just organized all my pictures on my computer today. It took me like 3 hours waiting for the hot tub. So that's what I did today. That's why I'm like, let me pull up that picture because I know exactly where it is
Did
in
you
my
buy a
phone.
hot tub?
Oh my! I told them I bought my ultimate white trash cream, which is a hot tub.
Sounds great.
It's amazing. It's in my backyard. Oh my god, it's amazing. I'm waiting for 5 weeks for it.
Wow.
Okay, so I'll pull up a picture if I can find it of me and my but yeah, capuchin monkey. What's your answer?
Wow. Well, it's tricky. I thought of a monkey, but I hear they're really high
Oh,
maintenance.
they're 2 years old.
Yeah, you have to look
Wild
after them.
animal.
So maybe a giant black jaguar.
Jaguar?
Yeah. I mean,
You'd have to if that runs
if
away
it
though.
wouldn't eat me, I would say that would be. I'd love to have it, like a beautiful jaguar lying around the house. But that would be cruel. So I wouldn't. I think all wild animals should probably be left in the wild.
Yeah,
So-
probably true. Here's me as Crystal. I don't know if y'all can see it. That was Colton as a sexy Eeyore on our Halloween that year.
Can I see it?
Have you not seen this?
Oh my god, hilarious! Oh my god, hilarious!
So the drug dealing monkey. And Colton got to meet Crystal, by the way. Little tidbit. I missed her by 5 minutes at Teen Choice Awards. I was very upset. But Danielle, thank you for your question. That's amazing. I like her.
Oh, bye.
Thanks, Danielle. I love you too. Thank you.
Hi.
Trinda,
Hi.
Hi.
how are
My
you?
question is, I'm good. How about you guys?
Good.
We're good.
My question is, if you guys could be on any TV game show, what would it be? So like The Price is Right and Family Feud and those type of game shows.
They're so tough.
God, I like the one with the spinning wheel.
So many good ones.
Wheel of Fortune, I think, because I'd like to spin that wheel. I think that would be fun.
There's like an old 1960s show called The Gong Show.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my friend Phoebe Tonkin is always, when anything like really stupid or random, she's like, oh, that's The Gong Show. Or they're like, I cannot do an Australian accent. Say like, and so she's like, so my other friend Mahaley and I have started, so we picked that up from her. So we'll say The Gong Show. But as far as the actual rules are pertaining, the questions coming from that angle, I would say Family Double Dare. Because those families need to get together. They need to communicate a little bit more. I used to watch Family Double Dare growing up all the time on Nickelodeon.
Me too.
We had a show in England called, I just remembered, called The Generation Game, and there would be this conveyor belt. I don't know why it was called The Generation Game, but there'd be a conveyor belt. The guy who used to do the show was the compere or whatever you call it, was the host. Hilarious, and he's sort of an icon in England. And they would have all different things go past on the conveyor belt, and whatever you could remember, you'd get to keep. So it'd be like,
Were there washer and
blender,
dryers?
washer,
Yeah.
no, fuzzy
Like,
toy,
Did you see Price is
and you
Right?
had to keep them in order. Yeah,
Oh.
that's fun. Anyway, that just from my childhood.
I've always liked the plan shows
Yeah,
too.
same.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
I love the plan shows because you can always use another washer and dryer.
Or give it to your
Yeah, for this
relatives.
functional thing.
Hi,
Shannon
Shannon.
Grimes! Hey, how are you? This is our number one Teen
Good,
Wolf
how are
fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I see all your Teen Wolf posters.
I met you on set, Christian.
Yeah, you totally did. I totally recognize you. You have to realize we've got the writing is about this big and the picture is about this big.
Hey Shannon, on a side note, I don't know if you're aware of this. You came up in a board meeting with the former CEO of MTV, and I probably shouldn't be saying this, but the former CEO of MTV
I think you said it.
knew he was like, well, what about Shannon Grimes? Remember? Did you know the story? Yes. I was talking to Dan who works at MTV. Yeah, so you are definitely relevant in the Teen Wolf community.
Okay, my question is, what's one place that you haven't traveled to yet that you would love to visit?
There's so
I haven't
many.
traveled to yet. That's a good one.
I'd like to do Asia. I'd like to do like Vietnam, Cambodia. I'd love to do
Cambodia
Thailand.
is the number one up and coming tourist.
Yeah, Thailand. I've done Brazil. Brazil's one of my favorite places, and I want to do more of Brazil. But I think Asia, India. I'd love to do India.
I almost went to India this summer with my mom, and we went to France instead, which will be my future home someday. I'm determined. I would say Jakarta, and yeah, probably like Thailand. But I've also had this really weird dream for years since I was a little girl. I wanted to be an astronaut growing up, so ironically, I think I'm going to say space. I'm not. But I wanted to be a scientist, so I would say Antarctica as well. I really want to go to Antarctica. It's on my bucket list, and I'll carry the petri dishes back and forth between scientists. I don't care what I have to do. That's what I want to do. Is Antarctica.
Yeah, I went to Egypt, and I would love to go back to Egypt, but I'd love to go.
Of turmoil right
I
now.
know, which makes me so sad because they rely so much on their tourist industry, and it's such an incredible country, and the people are so lovely.
I probably shouldn't say this because I'm employed by these people, but I almost went to Egypt this summer, and the only reason I didn't go because Alicia Keys did a by herself trip to Egypt for 2 weeks. Probably not when this was going on, but and I was really inspired by Alicia Keys when she was talking about her trip to Egypt. And so I was this close to going to Egypt and India this summer. And the only reason we didn't just do both was because of what was going on. But I wanted to go anyway. I didn't care.
I mean, the funny thing is, I think you'd be taken care of so well.
Yeah,
It's just
I think so too. My mom was the one that didn't want to go. I was down. I was like, let's do it.
It's really, the people are lovely, and it's incredible architecture and stuff that still remains that exists. Anyway.
Thank you for your question, Shannon. The next question coming.
That's it?
That's it? Really? Is it already?
Why?
We can't have a couple more?
The show's going to start. Oh,
It's
okay.
54.
We don't get to say goodbye. We say goodbye. Goodbye.
Aww.
I think that's the
I'm
end.
pushing for one more question, but they're saying that's it. So, no!
Oh.
Oh, we get one more. Oh, Maddie's so sweet to me. Celine, what were you in high school? Theater geek, jock, cheerleader, etc.
Wow. We didn't have cheerleaders because we don't have them in England because it's, we're civilized.
football.
We're a civilized country. We don't make women dance around in small little dresses.
I actually really appreciate that about England.
I was not a jock, and I was because I grew up from a family who played rugby and stuff. But I guess I was more of an theatre art geek because I wasn't good academically. I'm dyslexic. As a writer, I'm dyslexic. So, writer director, I'm dyslexic. But yeah, so I would say theatre, art school, art design job.
I went to an all-girls school from 5 till 16, so we didn't really have as much of a cliquey school as we, with maybe most schools did. And I went to a huge co-ed school starting my sophomore year in high school, and I was very much like the outcast there. I even had lunch in the bathroom one time. It was pretty gross, but a la Mean Girls. But I would say I was kind of like a Romeo and Michelle. Like I was kind of a floater, and probably thought I was cooler than I actually was. And I had a really good friend who is actually a scientist today. We both left our science classes, so maybe we were geeks. I don't know, really, though. But I would say We always joked that we were Romeo and Michelle. We were kind of off in our own world. But yeah, the great thing is the school I went to. I didn't learn to cheat till I was 16 years old. Isn't that crazy? Like you didn't do it. If the basketball was sitting next to you, you still didn't do it. At the school I went to in Dallas, Texas, called Knockade. So I thank them for raising us well. The public school, which was a great public school, but that's where you learn to do all the bad stuff. So I would say, yeah, I was a little bit for it.
Thanks for that great question.
Thank you guys for coming. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks guys for all your support of the show, and excited for you to see tonight.
Bye, y'all. See you later.
Right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.